Men of the Arena Army, we salute you. Hey guys, welcome to The Descent. This is team meeting number 4. It's called In Men We Trust. You know, in Ephesians chapter 5, verses 22 through 24, we read something significant. We hear it all the time when it comes to families. Paul says, wives, be subject to your husbands in the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, he himself being Savior of the body. It continues, it says this, but as the church is subject to Christ, so also wives ought to be subject to their husbands. Now, this is really interesting. You know, I wear a wedding ring every day of my life, and it symbolizes a couple things to me. First thing, it symbolizes that I'm one with my wife. Her and I are the same unit, according to Genesis. Number 2, my charge is to love her for a lifetime. And number 3 is, I need to become a man that she wants to follow and she wants to trust. You know, when we hear the word subject or submit, women get all weird about it. But let me tell you, that was a military term, and it simply meant to come under the hierarchy of. You know, in the ancient Greek world, the guy who oversaw the entire army was called a strategos. It's where we get the word strategy. His job was to win the war, and under him he had his lieutenants and his captains and his majors and his colonels, and they helped win the battles. But the strategos was all about winning the war. Men, you're put in a position as the strategos. You are the buck stops you there. You are the tip of the spear. You are leading from the back. But here's the thing that we have to understand, is that we don't want to lord it over our wives. We want to be a man who she wants to follow. Submission, or being subject to, is an attitude. God asks you as a man to sacrifice for her as Christ loved the church. So where her submission to you is an attitude, your sacrifice for her is an action. So when you become a man who acts on the biblical mandate to be Christ for the church, she becomes a woman who willingly wants to come underneath your leadership. She is not a doormat. She is not somebody for you to bully. She is a co-laborer. She is your helpmate, according to Genesis. She is the one who is partnering with you. So your role as a man who is the strategos, who is the guy who is leading the charge, is to outlove and outserve her, and be a man who is willingly sacrificing for her, and be a man that she willingly follows. I have found that when a man is his best version, there is no question about her submission or her being subject to you. It's when a man decides not to lead that the woman steps into that role, and there's a lot of pushback. Guys, we need to get this right. We live in a world that's desperate for men to get this right with their wives and with their children, guys. Because when a man gets this, everyone wins. So get out of the anonymous bleachers. Get in the arena today. God bless you. You're going to have a great time with this study.